Hi there and welcome back to Loopy Mabel Vintage Style Crochet. In today's tutorial I'm going to show you step-by-step instructions on how to make the lovely Sunburst granny square. So if you'd like to grab a hook and some yarn and follow along with me, I shall see you back here in a short moment. So for this tutorial to make this lovely Sunburst granny square, we're going to be using a 4.5mm hook, purely for its ease for you to see on the screen, but obviously you need to use the hook size recommended for your yarn. I'm also going to be using Stylecraft Special Double Knit, and I will put the links for that yarn in the box below, and you will also need some scissors. So to begin with, you need to be familiar with some stitches. You need to know what the puff stitch is, the treble stitch, the double treble stitch and the cluster stitch. So if you're not familiar with those, please refer to my other videos to help you there. But first of all, we're going to start off with a slip knot. Make a slip knot in whichever way you know how, and from there we're going to chain 4. We're then going to insert our hook into the first chain that we made, pull through to form a slip stitch, which will create our ring, and we're going to be working into the centre of that ring there for our next round. So to begin with, we're going to chain 3, which will class as our first treble. I am talking in English terms here, so if you're in the US, that will be your double crochet. And we're going to continue working into that centre and do 15 more trebles. So if you want to continue round until you've completed 15 more trebles, and I shall see you towards the end. So here we are at the end, and we should have 15 trebles plus our chain 3 that we did at the beginning. And we're just going to insert our hook into that third chain with a slip stitch to complete the round. So in total, including the 3 chains, we should have 16 trebles on our round. So that's the end of round 1. So we're just going to cut our yarn, pull the yarn through to secure and tie off. So for round 2, we need to attach our next yarn. So you just need to attach your yarn anywhere along there. I like to secure mine with a small knot. And you just insert your hook, pull up the yarn, and you're ready to begin round 2. So we're going to begin round 2 with chain 1, and we're going to do our very first puff stitch into that same space. So yarn over, down into that space, bring up the yarn, and you need to keep your yarn fairly slack. Yarn over, repeat that again and bring it up, keeping your yarn fairly slack on your hook. Yarn over, down through again, pick up that yarn again, and you should now have 7 loops on your hook. So if you just want to double check that you've got the right amount on your hook, 7 loops. So yarn over, pull your hook through all those 7 loops, and that's your puff stitch, followed by a chain 1 to secure that stitch. So we're just going to repeat this all the way around. So down into our next space with our next puff stitch. Don't forget to keep your yarns fairly slack on your hook. Then yarn over, and pull through all 7 loops on your hook, followed by a chain 1 to secure. So if you want to continue all the way around, I shall see you somewhere abouts here. So hopefully you've got round okay, and I've got 2 more puff stitch to do, so we'll just finish off this round. And we've just got 1 more puff stitch to do, so we'll just complete that. Complete with a slip stitch to finish into the top of our very first puff stitch. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull through to finish that round with a slip stitch. And that's round 2. So we just need to cut our yarn, pull it through to secure that round. So moving on to round 3, select your next yarn and just attach it anywhere around there. It doesn't really matter where you attach it, and I like to secure mine with a small knot. So just insert your hook and bring through that yarn, and we're ready to begin round 3. So for round 3, we're going to chain 2, and we're going to work our first cluster stitch into that same stitch. So yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through just 2 and leave 2 on your hook, yarn over, back through the same hole, bring up your yarn again, yarn over, pull through 2, you have 3 now on your hook, yarn over, bring up your yarn, yarn over, pull through 2 again. We have 4 loops on our hook, so we'll continue again 1 more time until we have 5 loops on our hook. Like so. So to complete the cluster, yarn over, pull through all 5, and that's your first cluster. We're going to chain 2, and then we're going to continue down into the next space. So another cluster stitch, so we'll continue until we have 5 loops on our hook. So you just keep going until you've got the 5 loops, and then you know it's time to stop. So 1 more time. There we go, we've got the 5 loops, so we'll now pull through, and that's our next cluster stitch. So we're going to continue around all the way to somewhere around about here, and I shall see you then. So hopefully you got round here okay, and we're just going to complete this round now. So chain 2 and do our another cluster stitch, yarn through all 5, chain 2, and to complete this round we're just going to insert our hook into the top of our very first cluster stitch, yarn over, pull through to slip stitch finish, and that is round 3 complete. So take our scissors and cut the yarn, pull through to secure. And you can see now it's starting to take shape. So the next round, round 4, we are going to be changing it from a circle into a square. So select your next yarn and attach it as we've done before, anywhere around there. I like to attach mine in a different spot to where I finished off, but it's entirely your choice. And secure with a small knot. And insert our hook, pull it through, and ready for our final round, round 4. So for round 4 we're going to chain 4 and we're going to do 2 double trebles into that same space. So yarn over twice and then down through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2 and yarn over, pull through remaining 2. So we do that one more time. And that first 4 chain will class as a double treble, so there we have 3 double trebles in that first stitch. So we're going to chain 1 and into the next space along we're going to do 3 trebles. Then chain 1 again, and into the next space we're going to do 3 half trebles. Then chain 1 and then 3 trebles into the next space. And don't forget, if I'm going too fast you can pause the video at any point. And then we're going to chain 1 and complete our first corner. So we're going to do 3 double trebles, 2 chain, 3 double trebles into that space. So 2 chain and 3 more double trebles into that space. So 1 more. And that completes our first corner. So we're going to work all the way around now, creating our sides. So we're going to do 3 chain 1, 3 trebles, chain 1, 3 half trebles, chain 1, 3 trebles, chain 1, then into our next corner. And I shall see you towards the end. So hopefully you've got round to this stage okay, and we're just going to finish off the final few stitches of this round. So we've just got to do 3 trebles into this next space. So chain 1 and then 3 trebles, then chain 1, and to complete this first corner that we started, if you remember, we did 3 double trebles there, so we need to complete 3 more double trebles to complete the corner. So we'll do 3 more double trebles in that space. And the last one. And we just need to do 2 chain, and we just need to finish off now by slip stitching into the 4th chain that we did at the beginning. So insert the hook there, pull the yarn through, slip stitch to finish, and just cut our yarn and pull it through to finish. And that is our Sunburst granny square. and obviously you've got all your ends that you need to either sewing as you go along or sewing at the end of your project, whichever you prefer. Now you can see the difference between the two squares. This one was done on a 4mm hook and this one was done on the 4.5mm hook, so you can see the difference in how big your squares can be. So you just choose your hook accordingly, and that's how you make your Sunburst granny square. This is one of my favourite granny squares. I just love the centre of it, and so hopefully you will make lots more to come. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you don't already do so. I hope to bring out at least 3 videos a week, so if you hit the notification bell you will be kept up to date with all the videos as they come out. Please share my videos with all your crochet friends, and if there's anything I can help you with, please leave me a comment in the box below. I will leave all the links to the yarns and the hooks that I've used for you in case you're interested. But until the next time, as I always say, practice makes perfect, but happy crochet!